Told you a lot of things on this show. You're on your own on this one.
Welcome back to the kitchen with our guest, urologist and transplant surgeon, Dr. Gerry Todd. And Gerry, it's time to go nuts.
Ah, big nuts.
Yes, they are, indeed. And what we've got here is the removed testicles of a calf. What can you tell us about this testicle?
Well, Alan, this is about the same size as my testicle. Yours is probably a little smaller, but actually human testicle is a little smaller than this and a little firmer, not quite as soft. The testicle has, do you want me to?
Yeah, sure, give us
this one open? So the testicle has a real thick coat around it called the tunica albuginea, and that protects it, and it's real thick. And then inside is the, I'll come right through.
Get it right through, sure.
Inside then is the called the seminiferous tubules, where the sperm are all made, and then the in between is something called the Leydig cells that makes all the testosterone, all the male hormone. There you go.
All right. Well,
that's your.
So there you go. And what is this connected to then?
Well, this is on the outside of the testicle. So the sperm are made in the testicle, and they move through a few little ducts into this structure called the epididymis, and that's where they get their ability to be motile. And then when things get active, they move up this tube to the outside, and this the actual vas has been cut off here, but that's a little higher up in the scrotum. That's where we do the vasectomy.
Okay, so this is a familiar territory for you.
Yeah. Not in the kitchen, though.
These are ready to get into the cooking process. I just want to, I'm going to get you to skin these, because that's what you have to do. You have to take this, what's this thick membrane called around again?
That's the tunica, and actually in the human it actually peels off quite easily. But these are a little, yeah, let's just get at it here.
All right. Well, while the doc is peeling those, I just want to tell you that to get these to this stage, when you get them from your butcher, or if you're out at a branding and you get them right on the range, what you want to do is you don't want to prepare them right away. You want to soak them in about half a cup of sugar and 3/4 of a cup of kosher salt in a big pot of water. That's going to help drain out the blood. Then you want to rinse those again and put them in a nice container so they're covered with milk. That's going to take some of the saltiness away and again get them nice and ready. As you can see earlier, what we did, we prepared some, and then what you want to do is once you boil these, you want to put them in a nice ice bath and cool them right down, and that's going to make them easy for us to handle when we deep fry them. Gerry, if you could trade places with me, I'm going to get you to cut those into rounds about 1/3 to 1/4 of an inch thick. When we're getting ready to fry them, what we want to do now is we want to prepare our batter and our dips. So first of all, let's start with the wet stuff, and what we want to do is put about a cup of milk into a plate. We want about a cup of red wine. Again, in the red wine, I'm going to spice these with some really nice hot sauce. And you can do this to taste, but because they're going to be deep fried, and because this is going to go into the batter, sort of the more taste you can get in there, the better. Now for the dry part of our frying process. We want about a cup of flour and about 1/4 of a cup of really nice cornmeal. Now, to that dry part of the mix, what we want to do, and I'm just going to move this up here for a second, to this we want to add a little bit more taste, and I'm going to use some garlic salt. And this is a very traditional thing to do out in ranches when they're making a calf fry. And again, because I want a little bit of heat in this flour and cornmeal, I'm going to put a little bit of cayenne pepper. Another good thing to do before we're frying them is season them. I'm going to put a little bit of salt over all of these, a little bit of pepper,